With OnTime Catering, you can very easily create and manage canteens from the Catering Manager if you have the rights to do it. All you have to do is use the drop-down menu in the top. I'm going to show you how to create a new canteen and explain the different things that needs to be filled out. So, clicking up here, I can see that I have my different canteens in the top, which I can switch around between. And underneath this, I have some editing and creating options, the amount of which depends on the level of rights that I've been given. I'm going to create a canteen, which I can do right here. So now I have to fill out all this information about my canteen. And I'm just going to start from the top with the name. I'm going to call my canteen Food on Time. Then I have to select the canteen managers. These are the people who are going to have the rights to edit the canteen settings and the menu. If we need anything in here changed, for example, or adding something new to the menu. The staff that I'm selecting have less rights than the managers, in that they can't edit things, but they can go in and accept and decline orders, see all the steps, and create orders from the Catering Manager. After I've added people to my canteen, I can now add some rooms. These are the rooms that you can book catering from our canteen for. Since my canteen is going to be in Copenhagen, I'm going to select some rooms that are at this location. When I am done with that, I can decide which serving locations we support. So this could be pick up and canteen. The meeting rooms are an automatic choice, so I don't have to add that. I then choose the currency. Since we are in Denmark, I am going to be choosing the Danish krone, and I have to select which time zone the canteen is in. Now it is time to set my canteen's opening hours, which determines when people are able to put in orders for. So in this case, I might close the canteen early on Fridays. I'm going to say at 14. Whether you would say 14 or 2 p.m. depends on what time date settings you have. And on Wednesdays, we don't actually open until 9 in the morning. I can also fill out or remove the time frame from other days. It could be that we are only open Tuesday through Friday, but are actually open a couple of hours Saturday. Next to the opening hours, I have the closed for orders box. Here I can set a few different things. So the first thing is the limit ahead. When I mark this, I can see that I can choose a certain number of days. This controls how many days ahead people can place orders. I'm going to keep this 90-day limit. This way, people aren't placing orders for the next year or 6 months out, where I'm not sure how our menu or schedule will look. Right below, I can add intervals where the canteen is going to be closed. This could be if we are closed for a week during summer, or if we had to close the canteen for some reason on a Thursday where we would usually be open. I just put the time period in here, and if it's only one day, I just have to put the same date on both sides. I can have several intervals here, making it easy to plan ahead, and I can very easily remove an interval if something changes. I can then choose if it should be possible to export or not. This has to do with billing. So if you choose not to use export, it means that the billing step in the top won't be accessible. The billing step allows you to export orders as a CSV file and keeps track of which orders have already been exported, so I'm going to allow that for my canteen. Then comes the items category. These are the categories that you're going to have in your menu, so in my canteen I will have beverages, breakfast, lunch, and to share. And when I then create my menu, all the things will be in one of these categories. I can always go back and add more or remove a category. If I, for example, want to have a Christmas category in December, the categories will only be visible to the person ordering if there is something active in the category, but there is so much more on the menu setup in another video. The last thing I can do when creating my own canteen is the create custom fields. So this could be if I need people to put in a billing number, allow them to write a comment for the canteen, or choose a department. To create a custom field, you click here, and then you have to fill out this information. Let me explain what the different things mean. The name of the custom field is the name that it has behind the scenes, so that could be comment _ from _ customer. The name can't have spaces in it, so I'm using underscores. The label is the title that the user sees when they are placing their order. So in this case, I might call it order comments. The placeholder is the text that will be shown in the box in light gray until the user starts writing. So in this case, I will just put comment here. Now it gets a little more complicated. Firstly, I can choose what type of custom field I'm going to make. The first kind is the text box, which is what I'm going to start out by making. Here I have to choose how many characters I want people to be able to write, with a maximum of 999. But I'm going to say 350 should be enough. The minimum amount I'm going to leave at 0, but I could have put it at 1 or more if I wanted the text field to be mandatory, since this way people can't submit the order without writing a comment. Lastly, I can choose if I want the text field to be multi-line, which basically just determines the field's height. Let me save this custom field and make another one. So my next field, I want people to be able to select which department they work for, since they need that for the billing process. The name of my custom field is going to be department code. I will explain why in a second. The label is going to be department, and my placeholder will be select department. Now, if I look at the different types of custom fields, what I want to do is not a text box. An integral means the user has to put a number between some values I set. That is not what I need in this case either. A number means that the user has to put in a number between some values I set, but this time I can request that there are decimals included. This, however, also doesn't fit my needs, which leaves me with the combo box. In this field, I can write my different departments, and every time I start a new line, it counts as a new department. But I can do something else with my departments. If I put a vertical line, I can put the department code, which will be more useful when billing. This way, the user sees the department's name, but the department code is still there. This is why I named the field _code, since when you export it, you won't be able to see the department's names, just the numbers. I can choose to make my combo box mandatory. All that really means is that in order to submit the order, the box has to be filled out. When I am done with my canteen, I just have to save it, and it will then appear in the drop-down bar in the top. If I need to edit my canteen, I just have to be on it and select Edit in the menu. From here, I can edit in all the things that I wrote before, and I can also delete my canteen if that's necessary. This concludes this video about creating and managing canteens from the Catering Manager. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and visit our YouTube channel for more videos like it. You can also visit our website for more information and to try it out yourself.